Goal of the Agribusiness Festival is to contribute to food security in West Africa and beyond by connecting various actors in the value chain to the resources they need to grow sustainably. The second edition of AgriFest brought together participants from various countries within West Africa to participate, pitch their ideas, and exhibit their products. The second edition was held under the theme Human Capital, the Success Factor in Agribusiness. Welcoming participants to the Upper West region, the paramount chief of the Zini traditional area, who doubles as the vice president of the Upper West Regional House of Chiefs, Kuro Diaka Sukabi Nanya V, underscored the direct link between an efficient workforce and the profitability of agribusiness ventures.
Look at the theme Human Capital and its relationship with respect to the growth in the agribusiness sector. First of all, you take the theme Human Capital. You take human capital out, for instance, and we all know very well that in the agribusiness sector, what basically drives agribusiness is equally based on the traditional factors of land, labor, and capital. However, we also know very well that if the component of labor where human capital falls in is at its peak in the most efficient manner, we are likely to be able to come out with approaches that will not only drive the success of the agribusiness ecosystem, but equally to build a sustainable approach to ensuring that our ecosystem lasts beyond the speculated periods.
He called for strategic investment in skills training to enhance productivity across the agricultural value chain. In a keynote address, Executive Director of MBC Africa, Tinemba Anna Simaki, charged agribusiness ventures to prioritize human capital development as the bedrock of business growth. She emphasized that beyond financial resources, the success of the sector hinges on equipping individuals with the right expertise and innovative thinking.
At MBC Africa, we have believed for years that one of the best ways to develop our countries is to develop agribusiness. Because if you look at it really, everything in agribusiness touches the other sectors in the country. And one of those things is the human factor. And the human factor is the foundation of anything that you will do. Despite the way we are talking a lot about technologies these days, AI and whatever, even AI was created by a human being. So the human factor remains fundamental. So unless we make that happen, it will be difficult to do everything that we ambition to do in agribusiness.
Activate Project Director urged young people to invest in skills development and embrace in a mindset shift that recognizes agriculture as a viable and lucrative career path. He stressed that the transformation of Africa's agricultural sector depends on a new generation of skilled agribusiness entrepreneurs.
It is both a privilege and a pleasure to stand before you today at AgriFest 2025, a gathering that embodies the spirit of innovation, growth, and shared commitment to a vibrant agricultural future for Africa. I want to begin by extending my gratitude to MBC Africa for this opportunity to speak on a subject that is close to all our hearts: empowering the youth with the skills and mindset needed to drive meaningful change across our continent. Africa is the youngest continent, with over 60% of its population under the age of 25. This is not merely a figure, it is an exceptional opportunity. If we equipped our youth with the right skills and mindset, they can lead the way in unlocking Africans' full capacity and driving sustainable development. But how do we achieve this? The answer lies in focused investment in 3 critical areas. 1, skill development. 2, mindset transformation. And 3, the creation of opportunities. We live in an era of rapid change, and agriculture is no exception. Technology, evolving market demands, and the increasing push for sustainability are reshaping the sector in ways we couldn't have imagined just a decade ago. To ensure that our youth are ready for these changes, we must rethink how we educate and train them. Education must go beyond concepts and embrace practical hands-on learning. Whether it is in agribusiness, agri-tech, or sustainable farming practices, young people must be equipped with the skills that align with the demands of today's market. But let's not forget those who are often left behind. Youth in rural and underserved communities. For many young people, access to these opportunities remain a major challenge. When we close the gap between potential and access, we give young people the chance not just to survive, but to flourish. But skills alone are not enough. The mindset of our young people is equally important. We must inspire them to see agriculture and business ownership not just as a means of survival, but as opportunities to innovate and create wealth. Agriculture today is a global industry full of possibilities. By cultivating a growth mindset, we can empower our youth to overcome challenges, adapt to change, and turn their aspirations into achievements. But even with the right mindsets and skills, young people need access to real opportunities. This means access to markets, finance, and platforms to showcase their innovations. More importantly, we must build an ecosystem that supports and encourages their ambitions. Governments, private sector players, development organizations must collaborate to create environments where young people can prosper, grow, and succeed. When we invest in youth, we don't just empower individuals. We uplift families, communities, and our entire continent. Ladies and gentlemen, the task of preparing young people for Africa's future isn't the responsibility of one person or organization. It is a collective effort. Let's take a moment to reflect.
2024, MBC Africa launched the first edition of Agribusiness Festival, codenamed AgriFest, to serve as a platform that brings together the key stakeholders to promote the growth of agribusiness in West Africa. With calls for increased investment in human capital, the second edition of AgriFest has set the tone for a more sustainable and profitable agribusiness sector.